under Trump, they just released a new request for information just on Monday. Now they had released one in August too, and we responded to the August 2024 one. But now they're putting up timelines.
Oh,
So we expect an RFP to be released in later this year. And so our goal is to try to get our prototype funded and flying and all that going as quick as we can. Now, this kind of goes back to, so this is under Trump. So something's happening under Trump. He
yes.
also revealed the F-47 Next Generation Air Dominance Fighter program. They made a decision on the Air Force program.
Okay.
So that came out. And there are lots of things happening. And I'll give an example of what happened under the first Trump administration. They actually selected Boeing as the company to build the TX, which is now the T-7A. That program had gone on forever. We started being involved in that as early as 2009. So it took from 2009 to 2017 for something to happen.
Wow.
Well, it was under that first Trump administration that it actually happened. So from the aerospace defense perspective, the airplane deals are happening under Trump. They haven't been happening under everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, the only big deal they had was the F-35, which has been this gargantuan trillion-dollar project that has gone on, that kind of dominated the industry from 95 until the present day.
Yeah. And I can remember I asked you if you were at the meeting in October, was it 31st of 2020, when David Wilcock met with Trump directly? And I do remember asking you if you're at the meeting, and you said you were at that point. Can you talk
Well,
a little
yeah,
bit more about that?
yeah, that was a meeting that well, we met at the Trump International Hotel, and that was
Yes.
in Washington D.C., and we were both there in I think that was right around the 14th of October. Yeah, that was in
Okay.
October. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. And that's when you purchased the Niagara Falls facility, I believe.
Yeah, that was well, October 30th is when we purchased it. So it was kind of, this, it's been a challenge over the last 4 years, because it's like we bought a facility, we had political inroads, we had programs lined up, we had things happening, and then you get a change in administration, and it's a completely different policy. It's a
Yeah.
completely different approach. And then you get wars that started, say, in 22. Well, they didn't start, but they accelerated, the Ukrainian war.
Yeah.
And we're probably the one defense contractor that hasn't sold weapons to Ukraine. And
Yes.
and that's not to say, and here's the irony: we have an office in Ukraine.
I actually know that.
So,
Yeah, I know that. As a matter of fact.
So it's an interesting situation that I could go on and on forever about the politics of that. And so, what are we really doing in Ukraine? And well, we haven't killed anybody, so that's good. None of our products have hurt anyone, and we like that, So we don't have any blood on our hands. But we've made some really interesting observations about this whole mess. And there's certain services that we can provide to Ukraine, and that we have. We've provided some services to Ukraine, and they've been beneficial. There's other things that we can provide in the future, but this has been a very disturbing war to us. I think we've helped a lot of people. We're still helping some people, but it's not something that, as a defense company, we're not benefiting from the war,
Yeah.
which is different.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
But that said, I would say that the wars of the Biden administration didn't impact us. We weren't involved. We have a different business model, and that's where we turn to a lot of other activities. But at the same time, there's some misunderstandings about how defense contracts are awarded, who is getting money and for what.
Yeah.
And so we've taken a different path, and I think in the long run it's going to be a lot better for us. And we didn't get our hands dirty with a lot of the mess. And the sad news is,
Yeah.
and if you watch the news, and we saw this firsthand, a lot of the money for Ukraine did not go to the war effort
Oh,
at all.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Billions were misspent.
Yeah.
And so one of our requirements is that if we're involved, we can't have the money misspent. And if you want to buy an airplane from us, great, but we're not gonna, it's not gonna be a situation where there's more involved than buying an airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Stavatti has morals,
Yeah, that's
is what
the
you're
idea.
trying to say, basically, which is
Yeah,
fantastic, right? That's what the world
basically.
needs.